So I'm going to show you three things. I'm going to show you, first of all, how we got here. Then I'm going to walk you through some really mind-blowing stuff that's going to, well, blow your mind. And then three, I'm going to give you some quick wins, things you can do right now to better your marketing. And why it's so cool to speak to a group like this is, trust me, you need help with your marketing. And we all do. So whether you're looking to hire me to speak for some of your clients, still use this information for yourself to grow your company and get more business. I believe that the marketing world has changed so dramatically because of this guy. I believe it's changed entirely because of one guy. Him. Does anyone know who this is? Anyone? Who? Steve Perry from Journey. Excellent. How old are you? No, I'm just kidding. So Steve Perry from Journey has quite an amazing voice. Take a listen.
To the midnight sun, wheels go round and round in my mind.
So probably one of the most unique voices actually in rock and roll. And the band was so successful throughout the 70s and 80s. In fact, they're known as one of the greatest rock bands of the 80s in terms of sales, concerts, all that sort of stuff. So how the hell is this guy the reason why marketing has changed so dramatically? Well, Steve made a very dramatic decision in the mid-80s. He decided to leave Journey. Now, if you are another member of Journey, that's not good, because this is a pretty amazing and unique voice. It's hard to replicate. Very few guys can sing like this. And so what the band did, or what they probably would have done, or they did do prior to the web, is they would put out an article in Rolling Stone magazine and say something like, Steve Perry has left Journey, we're looking for submissions for new singers, if they would even go that route. A lot of times they would just go through management and find somebody who's looking for somebody. And what would happen is a bunch of people would submit tapes, and then somebody would have to go through all these tapes and figure out who's good that they would want to present to the band. Probably go to the band with 10 or 15 tapes. Bands would listen to them and go, you know what, let's bring them into a rehearsal studio, hear what they sound like, see how they play with the band, what the chemistry is, and we'll see from there. So essentially, whoever would become the next singer for Journey is just the best of the people who applied. It's not necessarily the best in the world. But because of what's happened in the web, the landscape has changed entirely. So what happened is Neil Schon, who's the very well-known guitarist for Journey, gets on YouTube. You guys know what YouTube is, right? A small company that was bought by Google for about $2 billion after being in existence under 2 years. Not a bad day at the office. And so Neil Schon's looking on Journey for speakers. I'm looking for speakers. He's looking for guitar, for singers. He's checking people out. He's seeing things. He's and then he comes across this pretty amazing video right here. Can you just move the mouse away from the middle of the screen?
Si Risa, ayaw ko tulungan eh. Highway ride into the midnight sun, wheels go round and round on my mind. Restless arms sleep alone tonight, sitting on my love along the wire. They say that the road is no place.
All right, this guy rocks. There's no doubt about it, right? His name is Arnel. He lives in the Philippines. He hardly speaks a word of English. And his friend recorded him and posted it to YouTube because he just thought, man, this guy is a great singer. So Neil Schon sees this. The guitarist from Journey is like, I don't believe it. So he puts a comment. Can you have this guy call me, please? So the guy who posted the video gets this comment. He's like, yeah, right. He forwards it to Arnel, and he says, you're not going to believe this comment's from Neil Schon. Wants you to contact him. Arnel answers, yeah, right. Right. So Arnel gets in touch with Neil Schon, and Neil Schon tells a story that literally he had to walk away from his computer for about 7 hours and take a walk outside. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. And they flew this guy over to LA and practiced with him. And let me show you the most recent shot of the rock band Journey. You can see Arnel is right there. That's him. He's the new lead singer in Journey. He just played his first show in South America in front of 15,000 people. They have a new album coming out now, and they'll be touring the world together. We live in a world that has been entirely democratized. Geography is gone, and the media has been completely disintermediated. And these are the three challenges that every marketer is trying to face now, trying to connect with. How do we live in a world where one of the biggest rock bands can connect to a guy who's playing a bar in the Philippines and change it? And this is one of millions of stories.